Okay. So like, how much, like, do you need? Because you said you use a nail clipper, so like.
I mean, I done seen people use like, for real, you gotta be honest, like on a sheet of paper, a little, I'm talking about a little slit, that much
That's it.
costs like $10. And that much will get them high to where they taking off their clothes, jumping off their bed, and yeah, in La La World. So just that much.
They smoke all of it, like in one.
Some people strong enough to do it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't see nobody smoking a full thing of that.
Yeah.
Because it ain't really like at the corner store, K2, or, if you on probation and you go to the corner store and you go, hey, let me get some of that. Like, it ain't that. It's something else. It's something that make people completely go insane. So,
So like, so when they on it, so like, how long does it take from when they actually smoke it to, like, they get like a reaction from it?
I done seen people get instantly. It's all a mind thing. It's just like you smoking some weed. You strong in the mind, you'll be cool. If you're not, ASAP it take over and, you'll just be stuck. So I done seen people get stuck in a matter of minutes. I done seen people get stuck and as soon as they hit it. Like, so
So like, what happens? Like, they smoke it, and then like, what's the reaction?
as soon as they catch up to them, they just out. Like, you would just see it in their face, they out. We call them zombies,
Yeah.
the Walking Dead, but they fall straight out. Some throw up and swim in it. Yeah, they will literally throw up on the ground, get in it, take off their clothes and swim and they throw up. So it's something real.
That's like first timer, or people who just do it over and over again, and that's just
I
their
done seen.
thing.
Well, you got to think. I'm on the side of selling it. So with that, I see people do it, or I see people walk around the block and they'd be high, and we already know like, oh yeah, he high. But yeah, it'd be people that stay doing it. New people, don't matter. You off the tune and get you. Like, tune is a crazy epidemic, and I think it's like a mixture, a little bit of meth and fentanyl. People then died off of it. Like, I was in CCA in Youngstown. If people don't know, CCA is a core civic, but I was in Youngstown in a private institution on the state side, and a Cleveland person died in his cell off a tune, straight off a tune, nothing else, and they didn't bring him back. So like, tune is something very crazy.
Yeah. Because I think with tune, like Narcan don't work.
Nope. So like when they come in, it had been times they call them like emergency, uh, medical emergency, but it's a certain code that they hit. I forgot what it's called. It might come to me, but it's a certain code that they hit where every CO rushing the block because somebody epping out. We call it an ep out, like an episode, but somebody epping out. So when they fall and ep out, they have a little thing and they come in with the Narcan. I mean, some people get lucky and bounce back. Some people don't. But all in all, when a person is off the tune, they off of it. It's over with. It's like grabs you. It grabs a hold of you. It's like a demon. And I'm being so serious. I done seen it. I done had bunkies in a cell be high off a tune and like literally in there under the bed praying to God, trying to snap out of it. Like, it's something else.
How long does it last for?
I say lasts about, I can't really put it on because, like I said,
I mean, it might be different from person to person, but
yeah,
like an hour, 2 hour,
probably about like an hour.
like hour. Okay.
Because they'll send them down to medical and put them in like a holding tank. And you'll see them come back after like about an hour. So I do got this to say because I can't lie. It was one time when I first went to the joint where I was in a cell with somebody and he was from Cleveland and he like, hey, you smoke, you get high, right? And I'm like, yeah, I get high. So he like, I got some. I'm thinking it's weed. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, for sure. So, like, he get the rolling up, doing what he doing. I'm not paying no attention. You know, I'm fresh in, so I'm talking to him about, like, hey, how this go? So, like, he passed it to me, and I'm talking about the first time I hit it ever. Bro, like, ever. In my life, I never felt like this. Like, I was on top of the rack thinking he didn't kill me and all. So, like I said, it's serious. It ain't something you want to do.
So like how long did it take you to come down from it?
I don't even remember. After, only thing I can remember is climbing up on the top rack, him telling me like, bro, get down. Like, I thought you said you get high. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what you talk about, bro. Like, you didn't lace me. Like, bro, what?
So did you know that you were addicted like as it was
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, I knew I was getting there. I wanted to stop even. I tried to stop in between. I'd go like maybe 4 days without doing anything, and then I don't know, I would just end up getting sucked right back into it somehow. My brother would say, you want to come do a line, or my mom would, or she was too sick, so she would send me to go pick it up, and then just I would end up doing it too because I saw it and I just wanted it. Because we started eventually, we picked up these fake Oxycontin, they're called blues, they're fake 30s with fentanyl in them, and that's how we got really addicted to the fentanyl part of it. And those were very expensive. Those were literally just, we were getting overcharged $60 per just one. And each of us needed one, so just for three of us was $180. And then we had to get it twice a day, so we were spending like $500 twice, so $1,000 a day. My dad's check was gone. I was working a little bit here and there, my check gone, my brother's check gone, all of it's just gone. And every week we got it, we used these borrowing money apps to get the money, screwed those over, everything went to shreds.
Okay. And what's the difference between, I don't know, those oxys, regular heroin, the fentanyl?
The regular Oxycontins are that's it. That's all that's in the pill is just the Oxycontin that most people get prescribed when they're, like accidents at work and stuff like that. They'll get prescribed just oxycodone is actually like the official term. And
Well, I
those
mean more
were,
of like the addiction aspect, because you're saying that you're
yeah,
hooked on like the fentanyl part, so it's like the feeling just different,
yeah,
completely different.
the fentanyl definitely it's 500 times stronger than oxycodone, so it gets you high more, but it's also makes you addicted more. It makes the withdrawals worse, so then you need it constantly. So if you don't have it, you're throwing up, sick, shivers, cold, you're cold, hot. It just back and forth. You're on the ground, you got to sit basically next to the toilet because you can't eat anything. You can barely get enough water down so that when you do throw up again, you're not just dry heaving.
Right. How long does it last?
If you want to just stop doing stop doing the fentanyl, it'll be about 5 days of you just being purely sick until it'll go away. So
When
that's
does the
why
sickness start?
Say you just did your dose or say you did a line at 9 a.m., it'll start at 3 p.m. You're going to want something else.
Wow.
You're
that
going to
fast.
want another line about 6 hours later. You're going to want something else.
Okay. And if you don't get it by 3 p.m., when do you start getting sick?
By about another 3 hours after that at 6, then you're going to start getting a little sick. You're going to start, going like this. Your legs are going to really be moving and everything. And then by another few hours after that, by the time it gets to 6 hours after that, midnight, you're going to be sick. You're going to be throwing up. You're going to be going from being hot and cold, sweating, then all of a sudden you're cold again. You can't sit still. You can't sleep, eat, nothing. You just need to get it. And it's going to last for quite a few days. Sometimes it even lasts up to a full week, like 7-8 days before you'll feel normal again. So that's why it's really hard for people to go to get clean, because you would think I can go through it for the 5 days, but then it's just too much.
Right.
By the time it gets to the second day, everybody ends up going out and getting something.
So did you start off with the weed and then progress to meth, or was it just?
Actually, I was prescribed Adderall
Okay.
when I was a child for ADHD.
Okay.
And I abused my medication from age like 12 until I was unable to get it anymore, and it turned into street drugs, pretty much. But once I got myself taken off of the Adderall, I didn't want to take it anymore, and it was my choice. I was about to be old enough, and they couldn't make me do it or something like that. So I was rebelling, you know. I was going against the grain. That's all there was to it. Like I didn't want to follow the system. I didn't want to follow the rules. I didn't want to do what you wanted me to do. I don't trust you. I don't believe you. Yeah, no. And it bit me hard.
And when you abused it, like, was it like a feeling that was different when you took, I guess, more than what you...
So what would happen was I would be more focused. I would be more intense, more into whatever I was doing. If I was writing something, I put more time in it, and it seemed more interesting. And I could be stuck writing the same sentence over and over and over and over if I did too much.
Okay.
And that's what it'd be like. I'm running in circles like a hamster on a wheel.
Right.
But I don't see that. I'm so high. I see this creative side of me that nobody else is seeing. You know what I mean? Like, it was pretty sick.
And then from Adderall, you said went to like street drugs?
Yeah.
So
I went to
then
marijuana.
Okay.
I ended up smoking weed for the first time at Timken High School and being taken in an ambulance because it had like wet in it or whatever they called it, embalming fluid. It had been laced. And it was the first time I'd ever smoked pot. So I didn't know what was going on. I felt like the floor was melting underneath of me, and I got scared, and they called the paramedics, and I got taken to the hospital. I had to go to Quest Recovery Services for a short time, about 6 months. Finished their program. I was against drugs for the longest time after that. For the longest time. When I say the longest time, I think maybe a year.
Okay.
So, then the street drugs just came. You know what I mean? It was now I'm just like, I'm out here. I can do what I want. Nobody can stop me. Who's going to stop me? There's no parents telling me, we're really disappointed in you, Ryan. This isn't the kind of person we want you to be. That was my choice. I got to judge whether I wanted to be this person or not. And at 17 years old, you don't have the mind to make that kind of choice. You're not ready to make those kinds of choices. I don't really think we're ready to make those choices till we're well into our 20s. And some of us not even then, you know.
Right.
So, I don't know. What else did you want to know about that?
So
I figured if I missed something. I'm sorry.
So is there a point where you were using one drug in particular, or was it just whatever?
No, by the time I was 17 years old, it was anything and everything to get out of the reality that I was in. By that time, I was so addicted to chaos that stability didn't make sense to me.
I don't really know. I've never seen any other drug like that affects people so differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a weird one. Because you know, if you get fentanyl, it's the same high.
Yeah.
Same with marijuana, it's like the same high. I guess marijuana might be a little bit different because some people do get speedy, but for the most part, you know what you're getting with marijuana. But
Right.
Kratom, it seems like it just affects everybody different.
All right. So, and how long did you use Kratom for?
Altogether, probably about four years. 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you get started using it?
I was told by a friend that it would help you come off of opiates. Like, I was addicted to opiates, and they said that using the Kratom, you could wean yourself off the opiates easier, and so that's when I started using the Kratom.
Okay. And like opiates, like?
Fentanyl. I started opiates. I got kidney stones really bad kidney stones. They prescribed me Percocets. Started taking Percocets, and then they couldn't find them anymore, and
Right.
I wasn't prescribed them anymore, and I was addicted. So then I started heroin. Then heroin was gone. Started fentanyl use. So, and I didn't want to be on fentanyl. My friends were dying left and right, and that's when the Kratom started.
Okay. So how'd you go from like the Percocets to the heroin? Like, did someone just like
No,
say-
yeah, there was no. I couldn't find Percocets anymore when I wasn't prescribed them anymore, and nobody had them. You couldn't find them, and everything that they did have was pressed with fentanyl or heroin anyway.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay,
Yeah, those were the only things you could find,
okay.
and it was way cheaper too.
So you started, so Percocets, then you started using
Heroin, and then
Okay.
the heroin was gone. They nobody could find heroin anymore, and it was all fentanyl. That was probably like 2015, 16, 2016. Yeah.
Like injecting or?
No. I've never used IV, just snorting it.
Okay.
It started with just taking the pills, and then the heroin and fentanyl doesn't come in pill form
Right.
that I know of. So just powder.
Okay. And then it went to fentanyl.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you were using fentanyl, were you ever concerned? Because you hear the stories where people
Yeah,
were,
I was terrified. That's why I
Yeah.
wanted to stop. And I literally went to 32 funerals in 5 years. 32, And I don't just go to random people funerals. It was close family and friends. Like all my friends are dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a few, maybe 2 or 3 friends left, but everybody that I know has passed away.
And it's due to fentanyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to a funeral a week at one point. Yeah. Every single week, somebody was dead. Every single week.
Yeah.
At least one person, sometimes 2 or 3. When the epidemic was really bad, it was bad. It literally took out a whole generation, like a whole community of people.
Right. Now with that, do you think it's just a concentration issue? Like that people think that they're using the same dose that they did before and then end up doing way more than they thought?
It's always different. You never know really what
Yeah.
you're going to get. It's like the lottery, kind of, but it's a death lottery.
Right.
And people are just cutting it with whatever. And people were lying. People were going to go buy cocaine, and they were giving them fentanyl. It was cheaper, and a lot of my friends didn't even do fentanyl, but they would go to buy a different drug and were told that it was
One thing
cocaine or
and
something. Yep, and it would be laced with fentanyl. And if you're not used to doing that, even the tight lead match tip bump, I've seen people do a match tip and dead, instantly dead.
Okay. So you're trying to get off it. Someone
Yeah.
says,
Try the Kratoms.
try the Kratom.
They're
Okay.
legal. You can find them they're cheap, and they said that it worked for them. So
So where'd you go buy yours from
the first time I bought it was Kings of Vapor. The Kings of
Well,
Vapor.
I mean, I shouldn't have asked you.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I mean, I guess they sell it, so.
Right. And then the gas station that there's one in Colga Falls, and then 2 in Akron that I would go to buy it.
Okay.
And it was like $30 for I think 100. The first bag was like $32 for like 100 pills.
Okay. Okay. So it's easy to find,
Yeah,
gas
very easy.
stations,
Yeah, it's
smoke
everywhere.
shops, places
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Okay.
They even
So-
have Kratom shops, like Kratom stores.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen those.
Yeah, it's just Kratom and vapes, like Kratom and vapes.
Okay. So the first time you took it, how much did you have to take to get?
Well, the first time I took it, I tried just 1 or 2, and I didn't feel anything. So the next time I took 5 or 6, and within the first couple of days, I got from 1 or 2 to 14 pills. I would take 14 at a time. Yeah. And I would take them, everybody looks at me like I'm crazy, but my ex was doing it too, and he's the one who said, you got to take more to make it, to feel like it's working.
Yeah.
So I'd take 3 pills at a time, but a whole handful, 14 at a time.
And so when you buy them, how do they come in?
You
30
can buy
or
the
60?
powder. I've bought the powder a few times when they were out of capsules, but I would buy a bag of 100 or 120 of them,
Okay.
and that would last maybe 4 or 5 days.
4 or
5 days.
And how much is it for a bag of 100?
$30.
30
$30,
bucks.
yeah, $32.
Okay, so it's way cheaper.
Yeah,
than
way cheaper. Way cheaper.
Fentanyl opiates. Okay.
Yeah, way cheaper.
So you're taking 14, and then did you consistently take 14, or
No,
did you
that would be 2 times a day.
Okay.
2 times a day. Oh, yeah, and then consistently, yeah. Sometimes if I, it would be anywhere from 14 to 20 pills at a time. 2 to 3 times a day.
And how was the effect compared to opiates?
It wasn't, I didn't nod out or feel I wasn't passing out or anything like that, but it felt kind of like a speedy high.
Okay.
And it was, it did really help take the edge off of the fentanyl withdrawals, because the fentanyl withdrawals are hell. It's horrible.
Right.
That's why everybody stays on fentanyl so long, because those 2 days of being sick is so bad that you'd rather just get another bag than have to deal with being that sick.
Yeah.
So it really did help take the edge off of the fentanyl withdrawals. But then I started to get addicted to the Kratom.
Yeah.
So now I wasn't doing the fentanyl as much. It tapered down. It probably took me about 2.5, 3 weeks, maybe a month. I'm gonna say a month, and to be completely off fentanyl and only on the Kratom. And within that month, I got addicted to the Kratom and was not doing the fentanyl then. But
Yeah.
I would much rather be addicted to the Kratom at that point than the fentanyl.
Fentanyl, right? Yeah, the fentanyl. I talked to someone that they were saying, I think it's like after they did fentanyl, like I think it was, he said 3 hours or 6 hours later, like he already started feeling like he had to use it. And
Yeah.
then by the time it got to like 8 hours,
Yeah,
you're already starting to feel
sweating and shivering and chills. It's bad. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
So with Kratom, so like let's say, I don't know, like 12 noon, you do Kratom. Like how soon after do you have to do it again?
Probably like, I'm gonna say like you would take ibuprofen, but like every 6 hours. I'd say 6 hours,
Okay.
6 to 8 hours. So I would take it. I would try not to take it as much as because I have kidney problems too. So I didn't know what the effects of my kidneys they would be, but you know, like I know the heroin and all that stuff is really, really bad for your kidneys. I didn't know what the Kratom was, and I was taking a lot of them. So I tried my hardest to go as long as I could before I taken the next dose, but usually like 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
So,
So
every
what
6 to
happens?
8 hours, I probably like 14 pills.
So what happens at the 6 hour mark?
I start sweating and start feeling like anxious and yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be around anybody. You know, kind of isolate yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I worked 2 jobs, so I couldn't like. I had to try to make that not happen. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
So then you take it, then you're just good for another 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep doing
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it would take about half an hour, 45 minutes for it to kick in sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
But I think a lot of it's mental too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as you know you're getting sick, and then you just
Right. You just want to take it just
yeah,
to get rid of
yeah.
it.
So you don't get too far in the sickness to where you can't. Then you're searching for something else to get you well. And it's a horrible game of, you know, are you even really getting high anymore, or are you just trying to stay not sick? You know, trying to not get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long does it last for?
The Kratom?
Yeah, like the effect.
Like probably 6 hours.
6
hours. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the high, I guess you would say, like the high. And I didn't really ever get like really high on them. They just would probably be like peak around like the hour and a half mark, and that would probably last about an hour, 2 hours if I got a speedy buzz from it, and then that tapers down, and then by like the 4 hour mark, you don't even feel it anymore. But I still wasn't sick.
Yeah.
But then after like probably 5 hours is when I start like getting the edges starting to come back on, and I'm starting to get, you know, sweaty and moody and irritable, and yeah, you can definitely tell. Like your body definitely tells you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go from perks to heroin to fentanyl. Now you're in the Kratom.
Yeah.
So like, how long do you go before you decide that you probably need to get off of the Kratom?
Oh, probably 2 years almost.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 years. And it was the daily, every day I was taking Kratom. Like if I didn't have it, then driving to the gas station. It wasn't like I was seeking it like I did fentanyl, but still, it's like, I don't know if it's like a crutch or like a security kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like if I don't have it, I freak out. Like, you know, even if I'm not taking it right away, if I don't know where it's at or I have it there, then I'm like, yeah. a
So
nervous
like you
wreck.
always have to have it around
Yeah,
just in
yeah,
case.
just in
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I still keep them in my purse and in my car right now. It's like, I don't know. Just in case I need it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then isn't there like another more concentrated form?
Oh
right?
yeah, you can buy the powder form. You can buy there's so many different kinds of Kratom, and there's so many different variations of the Kratom too. There's like, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
I was doing my favorite ones were the train wreck ones.
Okay.
And they say that those are like a speed ball kind of thing, like a speedy buzz, but then like a like a speedball. They say like a lowers
Right.
and uppers together is what the
Okay.
train wrecks are considered or compared to.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like the powder stuff just because I couldn't stomach the taste. The taste of Kratom is horrible. It's really it's awful. It's like I don't know if you ever had any pets, but like rabbits or guinea pigs, they eat the pellets.
Okay, yeah.
That's what it smells and tastes like.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like the closest thing I can describe it to is like yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
awful.
okay, so you stick with the capsules.
Yeah, and those
Okay.
are even still hard. Like you can definitely like if you have indigestion or anything, you're burping that up. You're all day. You can taste it. Yeah, it's not very pleasant.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else ever smelled it on my breath. I never asked anybody, but I definitely could.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what made you decide that you need to get off the kratom? After you said 2 years?
Yeah.
At this point?
So I never wanted to be addicted to anything. You know, that was never my plan or my goal in life was to be addicted to anything. So I just wanted off of it. Like, I wanted off of it. It's a lot. It's expensive too. Like even though it wasn't expensive as fentanyl, it's a lot of money. It's expensive. You know what I mean? And I was working 2 jobs, busting my butt, and I have kids too. I don't want them to see me taking all these pills all the time and stuff. You know.